So you're going to go elbows through and then lean forward, walk your feet back and push your hips forward. Oh, are you in? And stamp your heels down, calves moving down towards the heels. Yeah, and glutes on, legs on. Okay, and then lift the chest, really squeeze the chest up and shoulder blades together. Breathe in, lift the chin. Exhale, roll the chin forward and then down. Lift the chest to the chin. And lift, basically just push your nipples forward. I'll just say that. It's a technical term. And then release and go to your hands, which are palm down. So they can be wider or they can be narrower. And then again, same thing really, just walking forward. And then really deepen the front of your ankles back so that the heels start to move down. Breath in. Exhale, scrape your chin forwards and down. And lift your chest to your chin. Engage your tailbone into your spine. And then see if you can just rotate the shoulders, heads of the shoulders back. Upper arms out tiny bit more. And that's about all I can take on my elbows. And the elbows. Lower back.
No.
Oh yes, I couldn't see where you were rubbing. Right, and then we're going to fold the mat over, not all the way, about that far. And we're going to go right foot to the wall. So Lucy and Lindsay, no, so it'll be George and Jenny that can't see.
Oh.
Is that right foot? Right foot to the wall. Oh, okay, so Lucy and Lindsay that won't be able to see. So what we're going to do is go palm up in the loop, shorten the loop, so bend the knee to shorten it, and then just check that you can straighten your legs still. So bend the knee and shortening, and then checking that you can straighten your leg. Because I want that arm to go a bit shorter, Lindsay, with your arms straight. Yeah, that's it. So everything's straight, arm-wise. And it's just a mild stretch, you know, you feel a mild stretch in the side. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, go over. Now bend your knee to reach the strap, then straighten the leg again. And peel open, wrap the right glute under, and roll the left hip back. Lift the chin slightly. That's it. And push the foot into the wall to get that purchase on the rotation of your leg. Release your arms. And we'll do a counter. Oh, it's a long way down. And reach over. Push your hips forward. Extend into your fingers. Leaning back. Good, and then up. Turn around. It's alright, it's not much as you need. Okay. So make sure your foot's in line with your knee, what to say, at the front edge of the mat. Then bend your knee to grab the rope. Okay, other arm comes up, reaching up as you inhale. Exhale, go over. If you need to bend the knee to get there, do. Okay, and then spin open your hip, your shoulder. That's it. Push your foot into the wall so you can really rotate the leg in the hip joint, left leg. Lift your chin up slightly. Think about lengthening the underside ribs. Might be no give there at all, but tailbone tiny bit in. Okay, and then release. Get that hand down. Always put a brick on there. Yeah, we haven't got one out, have we? And then over the top. And looking under the arm. Pushing the hips forward, that's the tricky bit. Palm facing down, reaching into the fingers. And come all the way up. Well done. Okay, and then we're going to fold the mat even more. You could do that, for example. And we're going to come into, we're doing camel, yeah, we're doing camel. So lengthen the rope, get into the loop. And then you want the strap on your lower ribs, okay? So you'll need to hold it in that position as you walk in all the way to the wall. You can tuck your toes under, that gives you a bit more sort of grip in a way. And then just have a go at leaning back and then decide, oh, I need to shorten it a bit. Decide what you need to do and try and keep it low down on your shoulders. I guess it's going to end up sort of where the bra strap goes, lower tips of the shoulder blades. And then put your hands on the wall, wigwam fingers, and press your thighs to the wall, and press your feet into the floor, and the chin is tucked to the chest at the moment. Okay, now take your hands behind your head, let your elbows fall open, your head presses back, and lift the lower abdomen up, and then squeeze the elbows together, and you should find that you can go a bit further back with your head. Press through your feet and your thighs again. And then if you feel you want to, extend the arms long by your ears. Is the chin still tucked? It's, sorry, no, it's in like you're looking at the ceiling or top of the wall now, I'd say. Bring your arms down. Stay leant back in the sling and link your hands behind your back, under by down low, that's it, and then pull them away. Now the chin might want to tuck again, and then come up, release, and come out. Okay, I'm going to unfold the mat all the way. Into your loop with your heels on the wall and your feet slightly apart, and then just shorten it so that when you lift onto your tiptoes, it's on the groin creases. Do you want to put some padding, anyone? Okay, alright. So we're going to lift onto tiptoes, hold it in the groin creases, come down. If the heels don't reach the floor, it's going to dig in quite a bit, but it's okay. You can do it like this, sort of floating, but it's.
So you want the heels should be
I don't mind, but you can do it with them floating, but it's going to really dig into you more. Are you alright, Lindsay?
Yeah, sorry.
No, that's right. If you could, yeah, sure.
The back of the legs is touching the wall.
If you're, yeah.
And you're not leaning forward, I mean.
No, you're leaning into the flow.
Got it.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay, and then, so if I didn't have my heels slightly hovering as they are, my legs might not touch the wall, but as you know,
really
that's it.
So should I go higher?
Well, it really doesn't matter. I'll say it doesn't matter. You can do it both ways. Now link your fingers behind your back. Okay, and then come up halfway, just hands down for now. Halfway.
Because I'm off the wall. Yeah, come off the wall now.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
No, I'm going to make my uncomfortable now.
So halfway up.
You're halfway up, yeah.
And what about the hands? Do they lift up?
They're going to stay on the bum for now. Breathe in, stretch your chin forward, and then exhale, chin down, hands overhead. Come up halfway, hands come down. And exhale, fold, scrape your chin forward, arms over. Halfway lift, inhale, hands go down. Exhale, fold, chin forward and down. Halfway. And we're going to hold this one, exhale, fold. And as you're holding, you're going to soften your tummy so that your rope can go deeper in. and you're feeling that direction of what the rope's saying to your body, which is lift your groin creases. So lift your groin creases even more and notice the effect that has. Lift the front of your legs, and now see if you can get the movement through the shoulders a bit more. So rolling your arms outward, shoulder blades squeeze together a little bit more. They kind of get stuck in a position and then you've got to go past that. Okay, and then up we come.
Could you do that with a pelvic sling instead of this or not?
Yeah, if it's painful you can do a bit of padding.
No, also I don't have this.
But you can make one with
Oh.
two, I've discovered you can make one with 2 single ropes. I'm just
Oh.
showing you quickly.
Sorry.
That's alright. So you unthread one. Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
You put it through that one.
Oh.
Okay. And now I've got an adjustable rope at 2 points, right? So I can do adjusting there and that's my loop. Yeah, so you just made a loop, right, out of 2 singles.
Very good.
So there you go, and that also will be a bit more padded, won't it? Because it's 2 rather than 1. But yes, I'm sure there is a way you can do it with a pelvic sling. It's just, can you get it short enough to attach it there? And it might be a bit too thick.
I mean, you can do it and hang it and support it, but it doesn't give you that dip into the crease.
It's not as refined. This is more refined. It's not for a beginner.
No, it's fine. I just
You
have
know.
to buy more ropes.
But
So
no.
I'm happy to, I can do it to you.
But you don't. You want to.
No, I don't want to. My bank account doesn't want to.
Okay, we're coming out. No, yes, we're coming out. And we're going up to the top. I'm just untwisting my ropes. Okay, and then make it long, quite long, really long. Okay, and stand behind it with your heels on the wall, your feet together. You're not going to need it that long. And we're going to do leg stretches. So, without turning your left foot out, put your right heel in, and then without that slipping out, lift it up to the height, the desired height. Now, just a tip, as you're shortening, lift onto your tiptoe, shorten, there's less resistance, and then go down. Okay, so each time you shorten, lift onto your tiptoe, and then go down.
Are we trying to go to maximum height, or are
I'd
we
say, yeah, go,
hovering off that?
because we're not, you know, this is it basically. There's
Right,
there's
okay.
not a lot of tweaking to do that's going to make it worse.
The heel will have to be on the touch.
Ideally, yeah, if you can. It's sometimes quite difficult to get the heel in that loop.
Oh no, sorry, I'm
Oh.
touching here. But
Oh,
yes, I'll
yes.
get my heel in there.
If you can, ideally. Alright, well done. And then it's just a case of getting the standing leg to press into the wall. And the leg that's up, you know, that hip squeezing down. Just feel your even left, right on your pelvis on the wall. Just turn that down. It's very recording, aren't we? So now feel that you're pulling your leg bone into the socket, like retracting it back, but not to the point where you push that hip into the wall. But in other words, it's like you're tightening all the leg muscles to the bone. And if you bring your arms down, just feel when you take them up, can you feel that lift here through the side body? So that's giving the organs a bit more space. Head's on the wall, unless you're a man. Unless you're a man. Well, or you're a very muscly woman.
Oh, but the head doesn't touch.
It probably won't because of the shoulder muscles. Okay, we're going to turn out the foot to the side, and we're going to take the left arm up and hold the right hand with it on that front bit. And you can let the foot swing forward slightly in the rope, but don't let the hip on the wall migrate forward at all. Okay, just keep rolling the left hip out, so you're trying to get the centre of the left hip flat to the wall. Okay, that will make you open your hips really well. Good. Okay, and come back and down. Changing legs. Which hopefully is going to be the same height as this leg. Oh, it's really going for it. That's not cool.
He's not happy. It's sort of under more the heel.
Yeah,
In the
yeah,
right place.
it's more under the
More
heel.
under.
Yeah.
It's difficult to hit.
It is, yeah. Well, that's, if that's the surface, like the worktop, you imagine, it's not going to be there on the heel. It's going to be under. But it's just it's whatever you can get to work, to be honest. Okay, so what have we got? Ribs touching the wall. We have now.
Yes.
Lower ribs touching. Thigh pressing back. Head touching. Is it even on the ribs, left to right?
Not for me.
No, it's hard to get that evenness right. And then just squeeze all the muscles, both legs, of the muscles to the bones.
Julie, your standing foot's turned out.
I know, that's what I was going to say to George. I was going to say your standing, no, not your standing foot, sorry.
Is that better?
That one in the rope is
Yeah,
turning
it's-
out. It's compensation,
I
isn't it?
have got funny legs. It's true. Because on this side, when I did it, my leg wanted to turn out all the time.
It's your muscles are stronger for that rotation.
On that
You have to
side.
work on
This
your
is
arm.
my worst side.
Alright, we're going to turn out to the side. Take that, let it swing forward a little bit and then up the wall. You could hold your leg with your left hand if you wanted to. It depends how much you need to hang on to things. It does feel better in a way holding the rope because then you can turn your shoulder better.
His leg swings far more forward on this
So
side.
the hip,
than
is that the
other
stiffer hip, that one?
Well, I think it's the one that compensates for this kickback.
Okay.
Obviously it is.
Just Jamie, just bend that knee a tiny, that one, just a teeny tiny bit. And Lindsay, lift that kneecap up, that's it, well done. So you're deepening the groin at the top, or the crease at the top of your left leg. You're rolling the right hip back and lifting up through the lower abdomen on the right side. Okay, and then we'll come back and down. Right. We're going to lengthen it a little bit and put the right foot in like a half Baddha Konasana, so it's in line with the pubic bone. going to go 2 hands on the left hand rope, right? 2 hands on the left rope, don't do any shortening yet. Hold high with your left hand and low with your right hand. That's it. Okay, and then we're going to go like this. We're going to drag the leg over to the left. Ooh. Okay, as much as you want, so as much.
And
Right.
bring it in towards the body.
Yes, and bring it in. Yes. So you're aiming for sort of like a horizontal shin, not closer than that, not further away than that. The heel is now in line with your left hip rather than your pubic bone. Brilliant. And you're pushing your heel away. Okay, so just notice if it's hard to stay in the middle, if you're kind of trying to lean and, yeah. So we're really gripping in that left hip very strongly, getting the left leg to be straight. And we're rolling this knee down. If you push your foot down into the strap, the knee does roll down.
And so do I.
Yes, your knee is pointing up. Mine is pointing up.
Yeah, but my foot's a bit higher.
So I need to.
But you don't need to change
okay.
anything. No, it's just where if the foot's higher, it's more challenging for the hip. It's up to you. You've just been sitting in lotus, so I would think you can.
Yeah, but the in on yours is a bit further away.
It's horizontal here, so it's not.
Doesn't matter if it's in or out.
Yeah, I mean it's
Oh yeah, that's good.
it's different. It's a bit I find the deepest stretch is where you're doing like the log fire pose.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you're
Double
level
pigeon.
there, you're not in close, and that's kind of.
Yeah.
Come out, come
Yeah,
out.
just
Just
yeah,
come
get
out.
Yeah.
George, come out.
Yeah, if you
We're
go
just
forward,
waffling on at the moment, so just come out. And then, yeah, you can release Okay, we're going to lengthen so that we can do that shortening thing, and it's going to pull the leg across. So you're starting with it in a half Baddha Konasana. It's level with the pubic bone, it's away from the body. Then your 2 hands come to the right side, left hand low, so that when you shorten it, it pulls the leg over. You can shorten it as much or as little as you want. Only you will know how much you need to shorten it.
You almost need to do it in 2 stages.
Yeah.
So one to settle into it, and then you can kind of
Yes, yeah,
perfect it.
exactly. Jenny, is Lindsay? Lindsay looks like from here, she's kind of leaning into that hip.
Yes.
It's not that your hip's popping out, it's that your fraction that way.
Just, yeah.
But if you put
Not
on that
much.
side, yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
There you go. But then I can hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me move.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
Sometimes,
Extra more back on.
yeah.
There we go.
It's only a tiny bit.
Sorry.
Okay.
If I go too far, I go.
Yeah, it
Fraction
is
is
really,
fine.
I mean, I'm probably, the camera can only see me, but I'm probably not straight. I think that also, the higher your foot is, the more you're going to compensate.
Yes, of course.
Because it's going to be harder. So, yeah. Okay.
So is this a similar thing if you're doing it with a single
Yeah.
rope?
Yeah, same thing. Yeah. Okay, let's come out and down, and then we're going to turn around and face the wall this way. So if you stand a leg length from the wall, we're going to do the same thing that we had this here, and we're going to guess how high we want that loop, and then without turning the left foot out and without using the hands minimally, put your right foot in the loop or heel, rest the heel in the loop, then shorten them to the point, well, you might not want to shorten them at all, but to the point that you want the foot. And what's really interesting here is we haven't got the wall to correct us. So some people lean forward to compensate and some people lean back. So we want to be, dead straight. And what I want your arms to be is holding so that they're completely straight, and you're still holding the ropes, and you're holding the ropes, you know, fairly high up so that you can get your arms straight, and then shoulders down. Okay, let's go.
And is this left foot got to be straight at the wall, or can that be angled slightly?
Well,
It's got to be straight.
yeah, it's got to be straight,
Lovely
as best it can be, you know.
So do you walk in a bit closer if you're going to move your
Yes,
foot higher up?
yes, because you want that leg direct under you, don't you? Okay, so we're looking straight ahead. Could you let go of the ropes and lift your arms up? It's hard, isn't it?
Oh my god.
Okay, hands to the ropes again. It's hard, yes. Round the inner feet, both inner feet. So you're gripping into the midline. Okay, we're gonna turn out to the side now. So left foot turns out, right foot moves forward a bit on the wall, and then the left arm is over right, and you can bend your knee to get there so that you're reaching up the ropes high. So you might bend the knee, position the hands, and then as you straighten your leg, you twist under your arm. Now, there was somebody else had their head in front of their arm like that, and I don't know if it's hyperextension of the shoulder.
Like this.
Yeah.
Feels quite nice though.
Does it?
Nice on the shoulder.
Nice on the shoulder, okay. So use that right hand to roll the ribs forward, and the left arm peel the elbow back, but don't pop your head forward or anything. Yeah. Keep rolling the left hip back as well. Somebody need to come down over there.
Yeah, that standing leg is really taking pounding that.
And come down. Don't go too hard to just
Gripping that in as you're doing it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Last night I had to take a paracetamol when I went to bed because I had this dull ache down here. I don't know if I've overdone something. So your body's telling you you've overdone it. Okay. So you've got your feet in Tadasana, leg length from the wall. You're not going to use your hands if you don't have to. Put your left leg in the loop and don't turn your other foot out. And then hold your ropes. So you're lifting the triceps up, right? You're lifting your triceps to the bone, but your shoulders are staying down. You're gripping the inner feet to the wall and the floor, so you're hugging the midline. Soften your eyes and your jaw. Okay, turn out to the side. Oh, sorry, hang on, we didn't do arms up, did we? Arms go up. See where you compensate, if you compensate. Try and keep your standing leg straight, don't drop the chin. Grab your ropes again. Turn out to the side. Move the foot forward on the wall. If you need to bend the knee to get your arms right over left in position, then straighten the leg and twist. So make sure that right hip hasn't migrated forward.
Should I walk my left foot further forward then? Forward towards.
Oh yes,
the
yes, yes.
Not like this, it should be like this.
It should be, yeah, just because then you're level at the back, aren't you?
Get better.
Yeah. And then I'm going to say, think about lengthening the underside ribs. There may be no give there. But just thinking about it. Another breath or so, that's it. And then you can, oh, I don't want to push you over. You can release. And that's it. The leg stretches we're doing handstand next. So if we all sit down, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Sit down for a moment on the floor with your bum to the wall, get really close in. Hands down, Dandasana. So you've got that wall giving you feedback of what your spine's doing, and lower ribs contacting the wall. Push your sitting bones down and push your lower ribs into the wall, and lift the spine up the wall. Press the thighs down gently, and then press the it depends on your hand, arm length, body length, but try and get the heels of the hands to drop towards the floor. Shoulder blades flattening into the wall. So a little bit of abdominal engagement for your ribs to stay back. Join the inner ankles. Join the inner big toes. And just don't flex your feet quite as much, Lucy. That's it. And spread your toes still. And join your toes. And peel the little toe side of the foot back more. That's it. So you're pushing the inner foot away and peeling back the outer foot. Okay. Arms coming up, thumbs to the wall. Keep the ribs contacting the wall. Keep the throat soft. Try and squeeze your elbows in and just check each other because you're opposite each other.
So you can see my shoulders. This is why I can't do handstands, because
Yeah.
there's so much distance.
Yeah.
Same for me, mine are not touching.
Yeah, it's they're so far
Mhm.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a straight line from your hand to your hip, not the shoulders not going out and coming in again, right? And then you know
I
that.
cheat and hold on to the road.
Yes, you could. Yeah. Go on, George. Yeah. Is it all right?
Just have to knuckle up to get the lower ribs there.
Is that nice?
Yeah, no, it is. My lower ribs aren't touching.
Just
Okay.
Oh,
good.
there they are, there they are.
Okay.
you need someone to push them.
I'm just going to come up down that one.
Yeah,
sec.
so on the floor.
Yes. Yeah, just
Is
like
that
that.
okay? I don't want to hurt you. Is it hurting?
It's straining.
Okay.
Hey, I'm really this
Okay then. So wherever your heels are is where your hands go. Like the heels of your hands go where your heels are.
Heels of the hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then do. Well, you're just going to do an L-shaped handstand. You could rest your heels in the rope if it's the right length. It's quite nice.
Quite low.
Yeah.
Are they close together?
Oh no.
When you said with my heels.
Oh right, a silly thing. Okay. And remember, turn your hands out if it hurts your wrists. A bit too close together, Jules. Your hands.
Okay.
That's it.
Better.
Good. So, and then look at the wall. Okay, hold on, and just take the chest. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it, George. Brilliant.
Oh my goodness.
A lot.
Oh, my thumbs.
Head into the wall a bit more. That's it. Oh, well done. Yeah, well done. Good. Yeah. So lifting your thighs, lifting your thighs, lifting your thighs. If you want to take a rest,
Yes.
on the next one we'll do feet coming away from the wall. Point your toes, Lindsay. That's it. And just keep your thighs lifting. Brilliant.
I don't want to use that rope.
So I can just come and lift you out. twist, isn't it? Yeah.
Try and go up
So,
it.
the first one, you're trying to get that same feeling that you had when you were sitting. The second one's here. Then if you want to balance, you look here, but you mustn't let your shoulders move out. And then you might need a bit of help. Oh, that was very, very slow. Because it's really tough on the legs.
I'm trying.
Okay, come a bit higher.
It's nice having the rope, isn't it? That do that. Makes it
Best
easier.
of all.
Yes, it out.
Yeah.
Oh,
So go around gently.
Wonderful.
I'm here, okay.
Oh, I can't do it anymore.
Okay, that's alright. Come more, yeah, and just join your ankles and point your toes in.
Oh, I just look like that.
Yeah, look at
Yeah, there's no movement going in those legs.
No.
Hands are going upwards.
Bring that to
Oh my god. Oh, it's so hard.
My legs feel like my tongue.
Okay, and then you're losing your shoulders a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, come a rest. Have a rest down. That's great, Lindsay.
And is this easier on a student if the legs are higher or lower?
Higher.
Higher would be a little bit easier.
Yes, yes.
But keep the arms in that L
Mm-hmm.
and have the legs higher.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you can lift
Rather
up.
than walking the legs and hands out.
Yeah, that's not going to help
Not
you
gonna
lift,
help.
is it?
Okay, so just have the feet higher.
Yeah, have the rope higher.
Yeah.
Or just obviously you can lift one leg out,
Mm.
which is we've done last week, didn't we?
Yeah.
So, right. I feel like I'm getting the feel like we're done with that. Don't anyone want to do anymore? Go higher with the boat. Okay. So then standing, facing the wall again, we're going to do this one, which we did well, not last week. We did it with the pelvic sling, and it's like the camel thing. But this is more refined because it's a thinner rope, right? So you want your feet to be a little bit away from the wall, and you want to pull that down so that it's lower tips of your shoulder blades, and then rest into the wall. But just think about how much support you need to be able to lean into that strap. So what I do when I'm positioning this is I lift up onto my tiptoes, I get it down my back and I hold it in place, and then I take my toes down as I'm leaning back, hands then on the wall, and that set me up in the right position. So your tummy's touching, your hands are on the wall with round fingers. Okay, and your chin is down. Now let's get your legs really straight and your glutes pulling in at the gluteal crease point. And then you can go hands to the head, lean back a bit, elbows wide, lift up internally through your pelvic floor, squeeze your elbows in and so you can go back a tiny bit further. And then if you wanted to stretch your arms long, you could do that.
Ellie, when you say tummy to the wall,
Well, it depends how far you're peeling back, doesn't it? Which bit of your
if I
tummy.
go tummy to the wall,
Come up when you're ready.
it's kind of higher up, but then
As you lean
I
away,
lean
yeah,
away.
it's coming up, peeling
Is
off.
that okay?
more. Yeah, you're
Okay.
just going a bit deeper.
Feel like a pubic bone.
And then it
Yeah,
just ends up being a
back.
pubic bone.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah,
Okay, I was just wondering.
yeah, that's it. And then if you want to try the other one with the hands down and pulling down your hands, head stays up. I mean, you could take it back, but it's not very pleasant. And then just rest. Take your feet a bit wider, Julie, and turn your toes in. Yeah, that's it, good. Yes, it's better, isn't it? Lovely, and then come out. We're gonna do, a back relief. Yeah, you do that one. Yeah, we'll do that one. Right, so we're going to bring it down to the middle. Get in the loop, make it a little bit longer, a couple of inches. Feet as wide as the mat, slightly turned out, and move your feet forward, quite a long way forward. So you feel that you're leaning back into the rope, and it's round the back of the heart. Okay, we're going to go down for a squat. So your arms are down by your sides at the moment. We're going to inhale, reach the arms up, exhale, bend the knees down, and your heels should stay down. And if they don't, you need to move your feet further forward. Okay, and then as you come up, bring your arms back down. Try and make it an even, smooth movement down and back up. So there's no one leg working harder than the other. You can do any old arm variation. Oh, Fiona's doing a bit of tiger pose. And this one we're going to hold. And then arms come down, still outside the ropes. And then bring your elbows to your knees. Good, and palms together in prayer position. And then start to drop your hands towards your breastbone, like your thumbs to your breastbone, forcing your knees out wide. Finding that horizontal line through the forearms is where you're aiming for. And then lift through the pelvic floor, so it's stretched right now, that hammock of your pelvic floor. And then you're going to lift and engage it upwards. Lift through the crown of the head. And just be aware of whether you're poking those front ribs forward. And just push gently into the strap with your ribs. So this is stretching the Achilles tendon, right? And the plantar fascia of the foot. Stretching the calf. And obviously stretching the glutes as well. But this is all going to help, all that calf and Achilles stuff, plantar fascia stuff, is going to help with downward dog, isn't it? So we're warming up for that. Let's come back up, so pushing away as you come up, feet in, and then I'm going to make this a little bit longer. Oh, well then we've got to come out. So it's quite long. So this is very intense. I'd say this is an advanced downward dog because of the height of the strap. We're going to cross the left over the right, make a loop, and then get inside that loop. Get rid of any twists that you've got so far. And then you're going to step the right leg over both straps. So right leg over both straps. Yes, yes, yes. And then, say you've got it quite long now, Lucy, I'd shorten it a little bit because the longer you have it, effectively you're lower. The point of contact is lower, and that's going to make it harder. So again, no twists, we're all smooth, and then leaning in, it feels even. It should feel even when you lean in, because it's often not when you've just done all that. And then walking back a bit. Okay, so just feel how the thighs, inner thighs, are being pulled apart, and then start to come down, hands down, and make your way into your version of downward dog. So the difference from doing this with this rope to the single rope, when we do it the single rope, is the single rope is anchored in the middle, and this one is, it's like, I don't know if you've ever done this with a partner and a strap, where they put the rope on you like this, and then they stand behind you and they pull your inner thighs apart, right? So it's similar to doing that. Just bring your rope, Lindsay, down a bit lower so it's on your sacrum. Relax your tummy so it drops in. hands back a little bit and push away, push back. Let the gaze go between the knees. And go back into your strap. Move your hands back, step your feet forward so you're in a bit more of an Uttanasana, Ardha Uttanasana, and look up. Okay, now squeeze the rope with your inner thighs, with your adductors. Squeeze the ropes as though you had a block there and you're squeezing the block. Keep squeezing that. So that one of the purposes of that is to get you to grip your outer hips in. Take a breath in here and exhale, fold down. Keep that squeezing, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze your rope. And then push back so your rope goes slack now, not leaning in anymore. And keep that action of the legs squeezing the rope. Roll your lower abdomen right in. Keep squeezing that imaginary, the rope where it was. And then come all the way up. Step back, step back, step back. Okay, well done. We're going to unclip it. Come out. Okay, and then we're going to, we'll fold the mat. Bring it down to the second. Gate pose, Harigasana. So my left hip's to the wall, and this knee is at a right angle.
Does it matter if you're in the either?
No.
She'll work it another thing, won't you?
Okay. So hang on to these. Or you have to stick your bum out. So I'm holding the rope here on this back part of it, and if you just apply a gentle pressure, it should help keep the knee in its own space rather than it rolling in. Left arm goes up the wall, and correct any distortions in your spine, so like arching the back and all of that, right? And we're going to just, now you may want to move slightly further away from the wall here, because I want you to be able to start moving that arm back, that left arm, and as it moves back you'll feel yourself wanting to distort more and more. If you turn your head and look at the wall.
Are we okay to distort?
Try not to. Well, it's up to you.
It's just
How far you want to take it.
and skip a bit. And go
Yeah,
back
skip a
like
bit,
Jenny.
yeah. Well done. Try looking at the wall. Try looking at your other shoulder. Turn the head the other way. Yeah, but turn it both ways. Mm. Okay, and just rest when you need to. So if we're doing a bind, it's that top arm going up, but it's all of this that's got to open, this chest area, this upper back area. So it's doing that, and then obviously it comes round and it binds. Okay, let's go the other way.
The fact that I can only get mine so fast, can I cheat?
Which
By doing a bit of
Oh
that?
yeah, get to it the other way, yeah.
Because I didn't realise you're going as horizontal as that.
You don't have to.
You don't have to.
It's really about opening your body to the degree that it wants to be opened today,
Right.
on any given day, and just really being respectful of its limits. And finding your own ways in and out of things that kind of work for you. So for me, this side's so much easier. It's really weird why the right side is easier. Because it's a stronger arm.
I guess your torso has to be close to the walls.
Well, it's gonna, yeah, it's good, better if it is, you know, I mean, it's not better, it's like a stronger stretch if it is, a deeper stretch if you go closer. And touch the wall. Well done. And then, yeah, everybody looks like a bit better this side.
Yeah, Fiona's really good. That doesn't help being opposite you, Fiona.
Well, my body's not touching the wall.
Is it not?
No,
You've got no restriction in that shoulder though.
I do.
You do?
And it's very
I've
sore.
seen Lucy.
Oh, look at Lucy.
Wow.
So that's what I'm looking
Yeah.
at.
Yeah, it could be worse.
I can't do that.
Wow.
Okay, release and open the mat up. We're going to do what we were talking
Why is it
about
12
last week.
o'clock?
My other side was though. It's just one side. The other side is really stiff.
Yeah. I think it's because I'm right-handed, so I don't really use this left arm as much.
I'm the same. It's a big difference.
Just yeah, so it doesn't get like used as much, and it's weaker, and it's not as good a range of movement. But I think I also had bursitis on that side at one point. So what we're going to do is what we were talking about last week with this knee in here and warrior two. So that's my right leg that's forward. And just check that you can get into Parsvakonasana and you've got enough length on your rope to drop the hip low enough when you go down. So, okay, and then come up to warrior two. Roll that knee back, George. One knee here. So, lift the pit of the abdomen up. Good. And then reach over and down with your hands and other arm overhead. Locking the elbow. Extend through the fingers. Okay. Bring the arm down to the floor. So 2 hands down on the floor now. So actually, I just want to show you something. 1 second. Just to show you like the finished product, if you like. So this arm that's going to be pulled back doesn't hold, doesn't do any holding once you get, as far as the wrist, unless you're there, obviously. Once you get as far as the wrist, the one that's being pulled back is passive. It doesn't hold. I come up. I can do this mudra, right, which extends the energy through the fingers. And then my hands are pushing my hip forward and my knees are pushing, my shoulders pushing my knees back. So, and this arm is straightening, okay? With the one that's,
Top on.
top one. Okay. So you might get as far as a monkey grip, right? Okay. But just if you wanted to go further, that's where you're going to. So off you go. Reach that top arm up to vertical. Sorry. Scrap that. Bottom arm comes under and goes round to your back, not your bum, to your back. Reach the top arm up to vertical now and try to twist open. Now take that bind. Okay, and then lean back now. Oh, you're really close. Oh, yes. Send that palm down. There you are.
Finger touches that bum.
You're flipping it away. You're doing that. Sorry. So Lindsay, and then lean back. Oh, that's it. Good. So yes, that mudra is, the 3 fingers represent the ego, which are stretching away. and the universal mind connecting with the individual mind. It's the circle. Lean that. Oh, yeah. There you go, Lucy.
Nice.
Fiona's right
Creaky doing that.
right back there. So
Yeah, you two are so. You found that easy.
yeah, well done.
It helps to have long arms.
Alright, let's hang on.
I think I've got one.
Don't overdo it, Jules. Oh,
Fine, it's
no.
loosening up now.
Okay. Was that the arm that was going on under?
Yeah, I think I just sort of really twisted it.
Yeah. I would.
Strong.
Yeah, I would just maybe give it a rest, a little bit of a rest.
Yeah.
It's gone now, it was just that initial.
Are you sure? Oh, it's
You
gone.
know, it sort of crumbles up a bit.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. Okay. It's not nothing serious.
Nah.
So get your foot alignment right. Okay, in step with heel. Warrior 2. And really draw the navel back. And then reach over. Hand comes down, top arm reaches overhead. 2 hands to the floor. Bottom arm goes under to your back if you can, not your bum but your back. Reach the top arm up to vertical, that helps you to start to open, ready to bind. Then reach it back, take the bind. And then get your hands to go down by your bum now by straightening the top arm. And push that hip forward whilst you're pushing your knee back with your shoulder. That's it. And then to come out, I just want to come out, go back to Parsvakonasana, and then all the way up.
Frustrating.
Thank you.
There you go. That's it. Got it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's it. Try to lean back more. Yeah, push that bum forward, that's it. Yes, there you go.
Oh wow.
You're just pushing your knee a tiny bit too far back. Can you bring it forward a little bit? Yeah, it's there, that's it. Whew. That's so weird, I haven't seen that before. Happen. Maybe you, oh yeah, it's your foot, yeah, no, your foot's a bit far forward, so move the foot back a bit more towards the heel. Yeah, there you go. That's it. Just goes to show, doesn't it, how important your foot alignment is. Do Parsvakonasana.
Oh,
What's that in English?
Side angle.
Side stretch. Just lock that up elbow, Lucy. That's
This one or
yeah,
this one?
yeah, the top one, yeah. Straighten your fingers. That's it.
lovely.
Well done.
Oh, God.
Okay. So,
Just tweak something.
right, okay. So we're going to come into the bottom now. It's all over now, guys. Don't worry. Sit into the house now. Right, so if you look at the bottom plates on that side of the room compared to the bottom plates on that side of the room,
Yes.
so the reason they're higher on that side was so that I could fit the bar in. But for these things, it's not a useful thing, and I don't actually use the bar because it's just so clunky and noisy to you've got to store it and stuff. So I'm looking to sell my bars if anyone's interested. You've got your thing, your rope. And it's down low in that groin crease. And once you've got it initially tight, George,
Yes.
you want to just shuffle yourself forward to get that final,
How far away we are.
to get the final tightness. And then you you ground like that. That's it. And you can feel how you might normally sit in this position, which would be, you know, really like dropping this forward. So this, if you feel really connected to your sitting bones, you may need.
Come forward.
You could come forward a bit, yeah, come forward a little bit. But I think it's stiff hips that are a problem.
Yes, probably.
And so you, George, may not need to do this with your hands
Okay.
unless you feel finding it's helping
It's
you.
quite nice.
Oh, it's nice. Isn't it? Okay. It does make your knees come up. doesn't it?
I'll be touching my chin.
But yeah, so just feel the groundedness of that, and then hinge forward. And then you can obviously bring your hands forward in time as you come more forward. You can do this with pigeon, one leg in pigeon, and it gives you a stronger stretch in pigeon as well.
We're going to be here for a while.
We can't be here for a while.
Oh, okay.
Why?
No, I'm just going to shift the pigeon if we were.
But you have the same for pigeon.
Other than, this leg wouldn't be in it because it'd be stretching back. And you need to be
Oh, I thought you meant
Wouldn't be.
Oh, a double, yeah. Oh yeah, you can do that one. We're going to change the cross of the legs now. Yeah, if anyone wants to do half a log fire pose, you can do that. Hang on, so we're pushing down first, aren't we? We're pushing down first up here.
I don't think I ever sit like that. It feels so weird. We too.
What, like?
Go
what
the other way to a natural.
Oh,
It's like
right,
if you ever
yeah.
cross your arms,
Yeah.
try crossing the arms the other way, it just feels wrong.
And you can't actually naturally do it.
Yeah.
And
It
it does
does
feel
work
really
out.
good.
Because
Yeah.
one of the teachers actually calls it the awkward side. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
I do.
Mm.
I always do. And it's like when you do this, then you swap over to do the other one, and
Yeah.
that even
That's
that little
awkward.
thing is the awkward. The second side always gets the awkward side.
And you know the other one is when if you're a meditator, and I remember years ago when I first went to like a Buddhist nightly, and I naturally went like that, and they said, oh, the dominant hand likes to be on top. So and now I always, because I've got this habit now of always doing the left hand on the top. But it's interesting, the dominant hand likes to be on the top.
I'm thinking it now.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Is that the aim though, to forget which one is which, ultimately?
Both sides get balance.
Yeah, I think it's about balance, isn't it?
It's also mentally challenging, like to challenge you out of your comfort.
Mm.
Even simple things like that.
Mm.
I mean, legs is a bit more complex, but with your hands,
Yeah.
The mind always
So
goes
maybe
through
it really
different
messes
ways,
with
isn't
the
it?
mind.
When we do this at the end,
Yeah.
you know, just go, just noticing, I
Mm.
think. We're just going to do one more thing to just finish up. So I want you to lie down with your legs through in this box shape. Okay, so get it precise, a box shape, so not too close, not too far away. And,